Claude Code team has shipped more in a week than George R.R. Martin has in 15 years. Hello and welcome to Not Replaced Yet. My name is Nick Bushkar. I am one half of Not Replaced Yet. I'm usually joined by my brother Jesse. He's off doing real work and I am here with you fine people. Today we are covering again the updates, the massive updates that are coming from the Anthropic team for Claude Code. And if you have not used Claude Code yet, I highly recommend that you do. If you haven't, that's okay. There's going to be a link down in the description. Check it out. And if you are using it or you're curious about using it, these are the updates that you need to know about. Let's jump in. Today, we're looking at the updates from version 2.1.2. If you missed the video that I made previously about 2.1.0, you can find it, I don't know, here, somewhere. I'm sure you can find it. The first feature that we're looking at is image source path metadata. So dragged images now include source path information. So when you drag an image over into Claude Code, it knows where that image came from. Claude can reference the screenshot from your desktop or that diagram from the docs folder, and it makes image-based workflows more contextual. I like that, and I haven't really used it myself yet, but I'm excited to test it out and see what type of context update and gathering it actually adds to my experience. We have clickable file paths in output. So file paths in the tool output become clickable hyperlinks. If you're using iTerm or other modern terminals, file paths in Claude's output are now clickable. Claude says, check line 42 in auth.js, just click the path and it opens. We have Shift+Tab shortcut in plan mode, so a quick keyboard shortcut to select auto-accept edits in plan mode. In plan mode, you click that, you click Shift+Tab, and you can instantly select the auto-accept edits. No more tabbing through options or reaching for the mouse. This makes the approve and execute flow super fast. We have bash output saved to disk. So now large bash outputs are saved to files instead of being truncated. I think this is a good one. I really like anything that they're doing to fix the issues that you inevitably run into where certain file sizes are too large, text outputs are too long, things like that. So before, if a bash command output was huge, like a massive log file, it would get truncated. And now Claude saves it to disk and it can read the full output. So you get no more output too large limitations. This is what I'm talking about. It's very nice. We have tool output persistence, large tool outputs saved to disk with file references. So the same thing for tool outputs here. Instead of cutting them off, Claude saves them to disk and can reference the complete output. Are you analyzing giant API responses or database dumps? Now this is fully possible. Again, this is fantastic. We have permission system improvements. Common dev workflows no longer flagged as, quote, medium risk. Claude was being overly cautious before, flagging normal stuff like git fetch, npm install, and running tests as medium risk. Now it understands that these are routine dev operations and doesn't alarm you unnecessarily. Just a nice little quality of life update. We have unified plugins and MCP view. So the /plugins command now groups plugins and MCPs together by scope. It's basically cleaning up the interface. Plugins and MCP servers are unified in one view, organized by scope, user level, project level, etc. So it's easier to see what's installed and where. I like this direction. I'm going to hold off on my thoughts on this. We'll see how this goes. And then we have Windows Package Manager support. Claude Code can now be installed and updated via Winget. This is kind of nice for the Windows users. You can install through Winget, and this just makes installation and updates cleaner on Windows systems. And this is actually an important one. So this is a reason you absolutely don't want to skip updating to this version. Now, I don't know. I was about to say, I feel like most people have the auto update selected. I actually haven't played around with that. I don't even know if you can turn auto updates off. That's something I'll look into. So, but it's just important to get the 2.1.2 version installed because of this security fix. So it's a command injection fix. They fixed a vulnerability where a malformed bash input could execute arbitrary commands, which is terrible. It was a vulnerability where specially crafted inputs could inject commands into bash, and your sessions are now more secure. We have a memory leak fix. So fixed a WASM memory leak from unparsed syntax trees. If you had long sessions, you might have noticed Claude Code getting slower. There was a memory leak where syntax trees weren't being cleaned up. This is nerdy, but nice. And we have binary files in Claude.md fix. So images and PDFs no longer accidentally loaded into memory via @include. So if you use @include directives in Claude.md and pointed to a directory with images or PDFs, those binary files would get loaded into memory, and that's crazy. You didn't want that to happen. And so now Claude properly skips them and only includes text files. Then we have some quality of life here, image paste over SSH improvement, better error message when trying to paste images over SSH. This is small but helpful if you try to paste an image over SSH. Instead of a cryptic error, Claude now suggests using SCP to transfer the file first. That's nice. On macOS meta key instructions, we have terminal-specific setup instructions for option as meta. For Mac users, Claude now shows terminal-specific instructions for enabling option as meta, whether you're using iTerm2, Kitty, or WesTerm. You get the right config steps. And finally, we have a socket file crash fix. There's no longer crashes when socket files exist in watched directories. This is just an edge case fix. And so if Claude was watching a directory with socket files like Docker sockets, it could crash, and now it handles them gracefully. And that is it for version 2.1.2. The Anthropic team is legitimately cooking, and they don't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Happy to chat through any of these things. Also, if you have any other questions in general about the Claude Code ecosystem or AI at all, hit us up in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Please please subscribe. We're gonna have so many more videos coming out soon. And if you have any ideas or what you wanna see, hit us up in the comments there too. We'll see you next time.